Hey guys, it's Alexis and welcome back to my channel. So today's video I'm going to be showing you my current foundation routine and how I achieve flawless skin. Fake flawless skin, if you know what I mean, because no one's skin is completely perfect. I mean, maybe they are. If they're like aliens, I have no idea how people get their skin so perfect. Quick backstory on my skin. If you've been watching my channel for a while, then you would know that I had terrible skin for about 4 years. I had really bad cystic acne. I went on Accutane. It's almost been a year since I've been off Accutane. In April it will be a year and I will do an update video on that when the time comes. And that's kind of where I'm starting off right now, is that having a flawless foundation look kind of starts from like your skincare and how your skin looks underneath. I am no way saying that like your foundation can't look good if you have texture or bumps or anything, because it totally can, and I've made it work when I had my acne and my texture. Taking care of your skin, not just for foundation or makeup, but for life, is super important, especially when you are younger. It's really a good idea to take care of your skin so that you can preserve it when you get older. Make sure you're taking really good care of your skin. You have a good skincare routine, morning and night. It doesn't have to be anything extensive. Okay, now that I got that out of the way, we can get into my current foundation routine and how I achieve my flawless look. This is just what I've been doing lately. I do have another foundation routine on my channel, but that was when I was on Accutane. Now I'm off Accutane, so first things first, you want to prep the skin. I already moisturized my skin. I use the Cetaphil moisturizing lotion. This one is for body and face. Then you also, during the day, want to put sunscreen on your face. I said this in my Accutane video. Am I talking really fast? Let's calm down. Let's calm down. I said this in my Accutane foundation routine video, but you want to have a sunscreen. The sunscreen I use is the Neutrogena Clear Face. Can you guys see this? So then you're going to want to go ahead and prime your skin. The primer that you use depends on your own skin type. So for instance, I have normal to dry skin, so I would use a more hydrating primer, and then because I like to have like a porcelain finish to my skin, I go in with a pore filling primer also, just in like this area so that my pores don't show through and the foundation doesn't accentuate them and stuff like that. So the first primer I'm going to go into is the MAC Strobe Cream. You definitely don't need something this high-end or bougie. I believe it's L'Oreal. They have a really good Lumi primer and it kind of does the exact same thing. Next I'm going to go into my pore filling primer, and the one that I used for a long time was the Dr. Brandt Pores No More. But the big one is like $45, something crazy, and I can't find the small one anywhere anymore. So my sister, I believe I said this in a recent video, but my sister really turned me on to this NYX No Filter Blurring Primer, and it's tinted and I love this stuff. It really does a good job of filling in my pores and also giving me that tint, because I have a little bit of redness around my cheek area right here and my nose. So this really does a good job of masking that. I've even just worn this on its own without any foundation or anything, and it does a wonderful job. So the foundation that I've been loving so much lately, I'm kind of like sad because it's a higher end foundation, and I kind of like to keep things on the lower affordable scale, but this is just what I've been loving lately, and I got it for Christmas. This is the Makeup Forever Ultra HD Stick Foundation. I have really been loving this foundation. The very first time I put it on, I'm not gonna lie, I did not like it. I was like, are you kidding me? This looks so bad. But once I figured out how to like work it and, you know, whatever, I figured it out. It looks a lot better. And the color that I have is Y25, which is like equal to Y315. I don't really understand what that means. Why does Makeup Forever gotta make it so confusing? Why not just like a little color? Put a little color on there. But I will say right now, if you cannot tell, I have like a little bit of a self-tan going on. Like I got a tan, and this is my normal skin color shade. So it's going to be a little light, but I will show you what I've been doing lately to kind of make my lighter foundations look like my skin. Because again, if you've been watching my channel for a long time, you will know that I have a hard time when it comes to like me being self-tan to match my foundations to my skin. So we're gonna make it work today. This one, I have more of like a neutral undertone I've found out, so this one's a little bit more neutral, looks like this. So I just put it on straight from the tube, forehead, down the nose, a little bit on the upper lip, chin, right by the nose right here and underneath the eyes. And then I put it right in my jawline as well. What I do to kind of help bring the color of my self-tan back into my skin is I cream contour. The contour that I use is the LA Girl Pro Conceal in Toast. I found that this is my favorite cream contour color. I feel like this one works the best, and it's pretty affordable too. And I'm just going to put this around the perimeter of my face. This is what you should look like. I feel like I'm going to talk to you like this is serious for a second. I feel like in my 2 videos ago, I showed you like this craziness, but I never went into detail. So yeah, you probably seen me like this before, looking beautiful, looking gorgeous. So what I do now is I spray my face with a little bit of the Pro Fix Illuminating Spray from Makeup Revolution, just because I don't want this to be like hard to blend out. I really want it to just be like seamlessly blended in together. So just go ahead and spray that. Now, normally I go in with a beauty blender or the Real Technique sponge, but lately I've really been liking using a brush, and I don't really know why. I don't not like the sponge, but you know, we're gonna use a brush today. This is the e.l.f. foundation blurring brush, which I just picked up, and I really like this brush a lot. I haven't used an e.l.f. foundation brush in so long, and I forgot how much I love them. So I'm gonna use this, and all I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna start buffing this into my skin. I go in between buffing and patting. You know what, I'm gonna zoom you guys in just a tiny bit. Now, if you have texture on your skin, you have bumps of any kind, any raised pimples or anything like that, you don't want to buff. You don't want to buff your foundation in. You want to take it and lightly pat it like this. You're not really buffing anything in. Like, see how I'm actually buffing? You do not want to do that if you have texture on your skin. Trust me, I've been there. I'm gonna turn this down, I think. How's that? Trust me, you do not want to be buffing anything out. It will just take away some of the product, and then for some reason, like, active bumps or active acne likes to really just be up in your face. It's all like, hey, I'm here, hello, hello. So you definitely don't want to let it come through, so you just want to be patting in your foundation. I do pat more when I'm underneath the eyes, solely because the skin underneath your eyes is a little bit more thin, so you don't want to be like tugging at it. So I do pat underneath my eyes. Alright, so the foundation is now blended out, and as you can see, it is pretty full coverage and it does match my neck. You're welcome for those of you who were like, what are you doing? Why does your foundation look like a mask? You're welcome. I figured it out. It took me a while, but you know, I figured it out. I got you guys. So what you may be thinking would come next after you do your foundation is concealer, right? Well, basically all of my makeup life that I've been doing this, I have been putting concealer underneath my eyes and brightening my face with it. And it is fine. Like, you totally can do that. But because I don't have dark circles underneath my eyes and I really have nothing to cover up anymore, I've been kind of like ex-naying the whole like concealer thing, and it's been like life-changing because I just feel like concealer is an extra product that I'm putting on top of my skin, which kind of like looks a little bit cakey at times. I'm not saying I'm never going to use concealer again. I love concealer, but I'm just saying lately for this foundation routine, I have not been wearing concealer, and it's been totally fine. Like, because of the Makeup Forever, like the lightness of it, it's really been like brightening, and it is medium to full coverage, so I don't feel like, I mean, like I said, I don't have dark circles or anything to cover up, so it's just pointless for me to put an extra layer of makeup on my skin. Do you kind of get what I'm saying? So at this point in the game, if you have dark circles or you have anything that you'd like to cover up, you can go ahead and put concealer on now. So after that, you're going to move on into powder. The powder that I've been loving so much lately is the Maybelline Fit Me loose powder. This one is in light. This one is I have the light medium as well, which I have used, but that's a little bit more yellow. This one's a little bit more neutral in my opinion. It has a tinge of pink undertone, but it's a little bit more neutral. So what I do first is I take the foundation brush that I was using and I dip that into the powder. And then I just take my finger and I kind of just blend out the wrinkles, like any foundation that settled into my wrinkles. And then I go ahead and put this powder right underneath. And I take it from the outer into the inner and then down onto the side of my nose. And I especially like to pack it on the side of my nose so that way it kind of fills in the pores a little bit more. And then I set my eyelids a little bit too. I'm going to zoom you up in a second, but we're going to do the other eye first. Do you see how this side is just so much more smooth? Alright, so then to set the rest of my face, I'm going to be taking this e.l.f. Kabuki brush, patting it into the powder as well, and just going to town on my face. Then this is the result. Virtually no pores. It's craziness. Craziness. So then all I do after that is do my bronzer, blush, highlighter. I'm going to quickly do that and I will speed it up a little bit because it's a little bit repetitive. You guys know I use the same stuff, so let me just do that real quick. Alright, and after all that, you just want to go ahead and set your face with whatever facial spray that you have. Setting your face is super important. It's very helpful. I know it seems like it's not going to do anything, but it really helps to just kind of melt the powder into your face so that you don't look cakey, you don't look like you have a ton of foundation on your face. It looks a little bit more skin-like. Alright guys, so this video is complete. This is how I achieve my flawless skin. This is my current foundation routine. This is how I achieve flawless skin. I really feel like I've come a long way when it comes to foundation or facial products. I used to really think just like caking it on there was like the only option. But as time went on, I really found out that like less is more. You don't want to put too much product on your skin. You're just going to look cakey and people are just going to know that you have foundation on. And just a side note, if you do suffer from acne or rosacea or anything skin related, just know that I totally feel you. Like, I do realize that I have clear skin now, but this took a long time and a lot of heartache. Having acne really taught me to love myself, and I was on a journey of self-love for so long because I just felt like I was going to have acne forever. But as you can see, there is a light at the end of the tunnel, and if you do suffer from acne or anything like that, just know that I am here for you, and if you want to talk about it, I am always open to talk about that kind of stuff because I did deal with it for so long. And I am very fortunate that now I do not have to deal with it. And I do recognize that, and I do feel blessed every morning that I wake up and I don't have to worry about it anymore, but it did take a long time. And even though I am super happy with my skin now, I was happy with myself even when I had bad skin. So don't feel discouraged. I used to think that foundation looked so crappy on me. I used to redo my foundation like 6 times because it looked so bad. So I totally get it. And I'm not really trying to put anybody down, but I used to come on YouTube and see all these girls with beautiful skin, clear skin, and they didn't have to worry about that. And of course their foundation looked good. Of course their foundation was full coverage because they had nothing to cover up. So I totally understand that. Do not think that I'm sitting here saying, oh my god, my skin's so great, ha ha ha. No, trust me, I went through it. I totally get it. So again, if you would like to talk about, this is just a side note from the video, if you would like to talk about any of those struggles, I am here for you because I totally understand. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope it helped somebody out there. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. It would really help me out. And also, if you'd like to see more videos from me, you can subscribe to my channel by hitting the button down below. And if you'd like to be notified whenever I release a new video, I don't know if you do or not, but if you'd like to be notified, you can go ahead and hit the bell button, which is next to the subscribe button down below. Thank you guys again so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!